Too many limes, too many crimes. How many dimes is Monday Night Raw? 15th of April, going to make Fog Wrestling. Welcome back to the channel. It's the end of an era. Rhea Ripley's done. Sheamus is back. And DX are in the building again, according to R-Truth.
It's DX are in the building, but it's not the good DX. It kind of reminds me when DX were feuding with Hornswoggle and they went to Little Person's Court. It seems like DX have went to Little Person's Court and they've come out as two wee midgets called Gargano and Ciampa.
Johnny Wrestling.
Because where the fuck's HBK and Triple H?
I mean, Triple H is actually on the show.
I know, but have you ever seen a bigger downgrade to go from DX to DIY?
Who would have thought changing X to IY?
Like, see, I never thought...
If you actually put the I beside the smaller bit of the Y, it almost gets an X.
But I just think that trying to push DIY as DX, it just makes DIY look even worse.
Yep, this is something...
Because you're trying to compare them to DX, and when you compare them to DX, you're just like, holy fuck, they're not DX.
Yeah, but it's something if Vince did, they would bury. The Marks would hate it.
Yeah, and also, like, if you're a tag team and you have to try and gain popularity by pretending to be a tag team that was actually over, like, what does that say about you?
Yeah.
Like, when did the Dudley Boys or the Hardy Boys ever have to pretend to be somebody else?
Never. The Bloodline don't get called the NWO, do they?
No.
So, for me, I think that needs dropped. Is it funny? Yes.
No, like, I thought it was funny at first when R-Truth was involved, but R-Truth's not involved anymore.
Why not turn DIY heel, though, and be like, we're not fucking DX.
We're better than DX everywhere. Maybe the biggest fucking lie ever, but you know what I mean? At least run with it. DI lie, brother. Anyway, we're not lying. This show was just devoid of...
People call Liv Morgan mid-Morgan. This show was mid. This show was shit. This show was mid.
I've never heard anyone call her mid-Morgan.
Somebody in our comments did.
Oh, God. Mid in terms of ability, or mid in terms of look, or mid in...
I think it's just ability.
Hold on, you think this show was mid?
Well, you know what? Well, it had...
Fuck me.
No, it was awful, but my point is, like, there's no star power on it.
I wish this show was mid.
Like, the most star power you get is unroided Triple H coming out, looking half fucking dead.
Time to play the game.
He does. He's lost a lot of muscle mass. Him and Batista look horrendous.
Bringing out a couple of shite belts. I mean, is that really the best you've got, Triple H?
I know. Rhea Ripley, though, gives up her belt. Injured last week. Looks like it's something to do with the rotator cuff shoulder.
But you know what? This is the risk you run when everybody needs to hold the belt for like 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, sooner or later, we're gonna end up with more title reigns ending in injury because the people are just holding on to them for that long. It is very rare that a wrestler will go like 4 years without getting injured. And you know what? Roman Reigns is just lucky that he's got that part-time gimmick where, I mean, he didn't even need to show up at times for 4 months.
Yeah.
Now, Rhea Ripley's apparently only going to be out for a couple of months. And I guess if they really wanted to, they didn't need to take the belt off her. But they've decided they're going to, so, I mean...
Yeah,
whatever.
Liv Morgan is probably going to win it next week, which, by the way, there's a match confirmed. Don't know who's in it, right, but it will be determined next week. She'll win it, and then Rhea Ripley will probably beat her at SummerSlam. When what I would do is probably have someone fresh win the belt, like Tiffany Stratton or Roxanne Perez.
Neither are on Raw, but I guess we've got the draft coming up, so I mean that could change.
Well, no, that's my point. That's what I factored in. I just don't see the benefits of giving this to Liv Morgan. I do not give a fuck about Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley. No, remember they were in a tag team. No, you don't. Even though it happened, I didn't realise till I made a video on it yesterday that they were even in a tag team.
I'd have given it to Chelsea Green, but she's not really in a position to have it. So
yeah,
if Piper Niven was a serious threat, you could have had that be the...
Well, if she's in McDonald's, like, she's a serious
threat.
I
guess she can chew down a lot of food, but I just think that Chelsea Green's probably one of the most charismatic women on the roster, and if you treat Piper Niven as a serious deal, then I guess she's got the muscle, she's got the backup, but whatever. Rhea Ripley vacates the belt.
It's awful. You've got the security guards holding back 2 women. It's like, hold on, you're like 8 on 2 here. Well, I mean, even more than that in some cases when you're like literally about 10 on 1. It's like, how are they getting battered by Rhea Ripley, who's got 1 arm, and Liv Morgan, who's like 5'2", built like 120 pounds, beating up these men that are relatively big. I mean, come on. Who are we trying to kid here? See when they did this with Brock and Taker, man, it's like two behemoths going at it, right? So I can accept the whole locker room filled with jobbers.
Brock and Cena as well.
Yeah. But see when you start doing it with... I don't care if it's unnamed security guards, man. It's fucking unrealistic.
Yeah, then we have Rhea Ripley headbutting security guards, and it's like, what? What's going on here?
Like, I know this was kind of a shoot, this incident, where like Big Show got punched by Mayweather and he fucking chased him through the crowd, but like...
That was funny, because it was real. He completely mowed down when a fucking Mayweather. It was like that AJ Lee thing, but only legit. He just like fucking ran through them. That was kind of funny, like, but...
what would have happened if the Big Show got his fucking hands on Mayweather?
Here, not fucking good. WWE could have been looking at a massive lawsuit, like, I mean, that wouldn't...
But
Mayweather wasn't hanging about.
Twist him like a curly lolly.
I mean, Jesus. Anyway, let's move on. Sheamus is back, for anybody that cares.
No, see the amount of hype people are trying to hype. See when Sheamus comes back in 2024 and people are trying to make it that it's good.
So, like it's The Rock or something, I mean...
I think the worst thing about this match is, I mean, Sheamus is pish, but...
He's like a Rock with allergy or something on it.
He's like an Irish Rock.
Rock bottom.
Is Rock bottom. Ivar, right, came out on NXT last week in stonewashed jeans, a polo shirt with no face paint on, and normal, like, he had his hair in a bun, and he had trainers on. And then, fast forward 6 days, he's back out in the Viking paint. What is going on there?
It's like he's just found a time machine between Raw and NXT or something. He's just went back.
No, it just doesn't. I mean, it just doesn't work for him.
He's went back like 500 years or something like that.
No, what were they doing?
Either you're a Viking or you're not.
Aye.
Like, why would a Viking come out dressed in normal clothes? It just doesn't make any fucking sense.
No, but like, why is Ivar, right? But why is he going to NXT to feud with Obafemi? What is that doing for anyone? And then he's losing to Sheamus on the main Raw. Fucking release this guy. Sheamus wins. Ivar's
just hanging about until his wee tag team buddy comes back, but Sheamus is back. Sheamus wins. I mean, Sheamus, it is what it is. If you're excited about Sheamus in 2024, then good for you, but I'm not.
I'm not. I never was. I mean, see when he defeated Cena 15 years ago and won the belt. Yeah, it was a big moment.
That was like a shock fucking thing more than anything.
Sheamus hasn't been relevant, man, over a decade. Oh, but his best of 7 match against Cesaro. Moving on. Anyway, Triple H comes out, whips out 2 new belts.
His nostrils.
Yep, his nostrils. R-Truth then says, Ciampa, who you trying to kid? He tries to rip his mask off like it's Scooby-Doo. He didn't quite do that here. At least that would have been fucking better, but like, I don't know. And then, like, we're right here, spoiler alert, right? We watched the clip of this, but everything else was a full show. He then, like, Adam, take it away. Adam Pearce goes to speak and he goes, I'm ready for all time. If I could, the Raw music just cuts. It's like, hold on. Adam Pearce goes to cut a promo and it just cuts on him. The guy is shit.
Scrap daddy, buddy.
No, but it's either they were doing clips back in the day and McMahon came out and he's like, take it away, Eric. It wouldn't just cut Eric Bischoff's promo off, man.
No.
This makes him look like a fud.
I know, but what could Adam Pearce really say that's worth the clip continuing? It's fucking Adam Pearce at the end of the day, like... What was going to follow here that was like must-listen TV?
See, in 20 years, is R-Truth going to be coming out at 70 mistaking some other bum as fucking Adam Pearce?
Doubtful,
but what do you make of the new belts? Do they look good? Do they look pish?
I mean, they're probably an upgrade on the current belts, but the current belts are fucking diabolical, so that wouldn't take much. And I just don't like how they pretty much look like the World Championship. You've got the World Champion. Like, why do all the belts look the same? Why does the World Championship look the same as the Women's World Championship? Now the tag team titles on Raw, the World Tag Team titles, are essentially just like a mini version of the World title.
Yeah, and it's like
I miss when wrestling.
Even the wording on it, it's got to spell it out. It's like, WWE World Tag Team Championship. It's like, yeah, we fucking get it.
Just look at back in the day, like all the belts were different.
Yeah, and
see from like 2002 to 2010, when they had the tag team titles, then it was like all the belts looked different and they all looked good.
They did, and I think that's the problem. Like they're whipping out this women's title on NXT, like North American one. It's just too many titles, and they all look the same. There's no individuality about them. Like I guarantee you, the ones that they whip out on SmackDown,
it'll be the same. It'll just be the WWE. It'll be the WWE championships.
Yep.
But in a mini tag team version. So I mean, who cares? Second match, DX versus, or DIY, or DIY versus the Creed brothers.
Inbred brothers.
Versus the New Day. What's this? Three face teams? Didn't really make much sense, did it? But it is what it is. Triple threat match to determine the number one contenders for the World Tag Team Championships. DIY win. I mean, who cares?
I just don't care about the match, man. It's like, are DIY seriously going to lose to Miz and R-Truth?
Now, McIntyre was here, but he didn't really do much. Cut a promo backstage, and he's ready for CM Punk, and he destroyed a TV monitor and walked away.
This just ain't good enough for me.
Not much of a contribution here.
Drew McIntyre on a 15-second clip's doing nothing. Like, if CM Punk's injured, I still think it was better to include him in the Mania feud, right? But it's like, if he's injured to a degree where he's so limited about what he can do, I mean, is it, like, I hate this in WWE, though, in wrestling, where you have a red-hot feud.
You could have a satellite.
You could.
You could have CM Punk on the monitor, on the Titantron. There's just no excuse. You could have, even if you don't have CM Punk tonight, you could have Drew McIntyre come out and cut a promo on Punk.
No, I think the biggest problem with wrestling is, right, two things. One, it's shite, but two, they never follow up. It's always like you have something good and they just make you wait till a point where you just don't care as much.
Maybe in 6 weeks' time we'll see this aftermath, we'll see the conclusion of this Punk McIntyre thing.
It's like the whole build-up for Mania, you rarely, like, you had something happen on SmackDown, no follow-up on Raw. You had something happen on Raw, no follow-up on SmackDown. Back in the day, yeah, right, during the brand split, you didn't really care because it was split, but like before that, the Attitude Era, you always got a follow-up in the next show.
Yeah, because you got to strike while the iron's hot, so to speak. But in WWE, it's
it's like a TV show, though. Like, if a TV show has a continuous trend of like something happening in episode 7, but you don't see the follow-up of it to episode 10, naturally you're just going to lose interest.
Thankfully, that doesn't happen in good TV shows. Third match, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell versus Ivan Elle and Maxine Dupree. I don't really care for anybody in this tag team.
I remember like 3 months ago, I don't even know if it was that long ago, Candice LeRae got up in Thingy's face. Who do you think you are? You're embarrassing. Well, you know what? All 4 of you are embarrassing.
That was not 3 months ago.
Well, it could have been 10 years ago. It doesn't change the fact that it was shite.
It was about a month ago, tops.
Candice LeRae. Who does she think she is calling anyone else shit?
Well, it wasn't 3 months ago, I'll tell you that right now.
Well, it wasn't 3 months ago, but it doesn't matter. Does it matter when it was?
Probably not.
It's just, I mean, Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell win. This is exhibit A of a problem with a 3-hour show, because a match like this has to exist. Damian Priest is hyping up the Judgment Day. We need to stay strong for Mami. Si, senor. Oh, thank you, Mami chants earlier, by the way, for a heel. Are we alright with that? Not too sure, but it's going to be Finn Balor against Jey Uso later on. Chad Gable cuts an interview. People are trying to hype this guy up like he's the next coming of Perk Angle. Nothing will come close to Perk Angle. And I tell you what, Chad Gable's not the answer.
No.
At least if they pushed him as Kurt Angle's son or something, but no, they gave it to Jason Jordan. And look where that went.
Well, in fairness, they didn't know Jason Jordan was going to get injured, so, I mean, I'll cut him some slack.
He couldn't, he was nowhere near as good a worker as Chad Gable.
Was he not?
No.
I can't even remember Jason Jordan.
Sure, he won the belts with Seth Rollins and he broke his neck.
Fuck that.
It's unfortunate, but I just never seen it going well. Dominic Mysterio against Andrade was our 4th match. He did a Canadian Destroyer on the apron. It's like, and that doesn't even get the win.
They've just completely fucking ruined P.T. Williams' finisher. I feel sorry for the guy.
Yep, we call it in AEW. We'll call it
again. Shawn Michaels has had that ruined as well, his finisher.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't had their finishers ruined?
Fat Boy Owens using the stunner.
I mean...
Is it ruined?
Yeah, I mean, Jake Roberts used to beat people with a DDT, and I couldn't tell you last time. You know what, at least when people stole, or even used the DDT, at least people used it as a finisher, like Raven.
Yeah.
Like, see now, I mean, when was the last time a DDT ended a match?
Yeah, even if it was on a weapon, it wouldn't end a match.
No, fuck me.
And it should be... normal moves should end matches. Because, you know... I'm not saying every match is like this on Raw or on WWE, but you do genuinely feel like that in your main events and title matches and matches of semi-importance that they're going to kick out automatically the first finisher.
In the main event, spoiler alert, we did see an angle slam off the top rope for Chad Gable. 2 count.
Yeah.
Angle fucking slam.
To the top rope.
2 count.
To fucking jobber saying. Anyway, Jey Uso, he's interviewed here with Kathy Kelly. No yeet, yeet, yeet down, yeet. It's not doing it for me, right? I don't care for it in the slightest, right? 5th match, Katana Chance, Caden Carter against Chelsea Green, Piper Niven. Like we said earlier, I like Chelsea Green, but just look at the 8 women that have had a match back to back here. It's shite.
Yeah, and some people were criticising the poll I put up earlier for who should be the next women's champion, and they were saying, why is Chelsea Green on this? Well, honestly, Raquel Rodriguez is out injured. No idea when she's coming back. I already put the other 3 possible options in Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, and Becky Lynch. So the only other women on Raw were the other 7 women included in these 2 tag team matches. Piper Niven, Caden Carter, Katana Chance, Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, Ivy Nile, Maxine Dupree. Are you telling me any of those 7 are more worthy than Chelsea Green if been on a poll? So if you're wondering why I put Chelsea Green on the poll, that's why. Because the other fucking 7 options are... I mean, I could have stuck a Tegan Knox or somebody on it, but I mean... a Zoe Stark, a Shayna Baszler. Is there any point in wasting fucking time sticking them on it?
That's the sympathy folk one, isn't it? Put one of them in.
I put Chelsea Green because I think she's the fuck. I do think she's what remains. I think she is clearly the best option.
Yeah, no, absolutely, she is. But Liv Morgan backstage interview with Kathy Kelly.
Should have put Kathy Kelly on it, to be fair.
Probably more chance than pretty much the rest of them. But this Liv Morgan revenge tour, it's absolute cringe. Right, let's get to it. Let's get to boring bastard himself, Cody Rhodes. These promos aren't doing it for me. Coming out talking about The Rock. Oh, I don't know if it's going to be LA Knight or AJ Styles. We all... Cody Rhodes is boring, man. It is. And it's not even a case of, I'm just going to turn the guy because he won the belt. The guy, prior to Mania, it's about finishing the story. What do you want to talk about? And even tonight, he kicks off with what do you want to talk about? He's already finished the story. And did we not all say this would happen, though?
No, we did. I mean, he's just not an interesting guy. I mean, we knew Cody Rhodes was going to cut the same old shite.
Damn.
But, yeah. What do you want to talk about? Well, I don't want to talk about the same shite you've been talking about for the last 2 years, chasing the belt, but funnily enough, that's where we are and that's what you're doing. I think he asked it on his knees, though, when he was on SmackDown. I think he got on his knees, kissed the belt and said, what do you want to talk about? No, but that's it. What do you want to talk about? I mean, is that what we're going to do? Is that the gimmick that we're continuing?
See the most over people, though, right, that had catchphrases? It was within good context, man. They didn't just say it for the sake of it. Like, Austin would end... I think ending a promo with a line is much better than him kicking off with this line.
After making statements?
Yes.
And that's the bottom line.
It's almost like, I get it, Cody Rhodes is always going to
The Rock saying, because the Rock said so.
It doesn't matter. No, but see when he says this, it's almost like, here, I'm fucking vanilla, I'm boring, I've no idea what I'm going to come out and say, so I'll have to leech off you guys in the audience or something.
Yeah, but it's totally different between The Rock saying if you smell what The Rock is cooking, or that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said that there's a difference between ending your promo with that and starting your promo with this. This is just fucking boring.
No. Yeah, no, it shouldn't be though. What do we want to talk about? It should be what's on your mind, Cody, and what are you going to intrigue us with?
And I think wrestling is because I think they involve the crowd way too much. I think it's almost become like a pantomime or something, or a play. Yeah. It's like the crowd. The crowd. I don't think the crowd should be the focal point or the focus point on these promos. Like, see when Austin and Rock came out.
Feud.
Austin and Rock were addressing whoever they were feuding with. They were addressing whoever was in the back. The Rock and Austin, and not just those two, but everybody would come out and they would talk, and the crowd would just happen to be there listening, watching. The crowd were invested in it. Now it's almost like in this era, the crowd are part of the show. Cody Rhodes goes out to talk to the crowd. He goes out to address the crowd. He doesn't go out to address his next challenger or address someone in the back. He goes out to address the people in the stands, and it's like, we don't give a fuck. Why? See us sitting at home watching this. Why would we give a fuck about what the crowd want to talk about?
No, I know.
I don't care about the crowd. Oh, look, a bunch of fucking guys that pay to go and watch wrestling. What they fucking do wearing their wee rainbow-coloured pony t-shirts. As if I care about what they want to talk about.
Yeah, and he spends, like...
Like, remember, see when Undertaker's feuding with Kane, Kane's just came in, does Undertaker come out and start addressing the crowd? Talking, oh, hey, crowd, what do you think I should do about Kane? Or is the Undertaker addressing Kane and Paul Bearer, and the crowd just happen to be so engaged and so infested that they're watching on?
Yep. And that's it, though. And the problem is, though, he's talking about The Rock.
It's different. He's
not going to be there, by the way, for months. Potentially up to Mania next year.
It's different when McMahon was, like, you know, playing up to the crowd saying, I don't give a damn what yous want.
Yeah.
But that's him reacting to chants.
No, but he's also talking about the bloodline, like Reigns. It's like, it's fucking done.
Move on.
Like, and it's even when, no, but it's even like on YouTube, like the clips and Twitter, like they're like, oh, Cody Rhodes addresses The Rock. It is done. It's over. That feud is on pause for now. Rock, I think it was pretty clear when Cody Rhodes and The Rock were in the ring last week. That was it.
I think that, I mean, to say this is Cody Rhodes addressing The Rock, that's just to try and get that's clickbait. It's fucking clickbait. It's WWE. It's not quite Tony Khan sad levels, but I mean, The Rock's gone. The Rock's done. Why is Cody Rhodes coming out? Why are you putting Cody Rhodes addresses The Rock when The Rock's not there anymore? There's nothing to address. The Rock's finished. The Rock's gone.
It's like TNA, man, when R-Truth and The Miz won the belts, start when Ron Simmons winning fucking tag titles for like 99. I mean, come on, buddy. Pathetic. But Jey Uso comes out, until we yeet again. Yeet. This is just cringe. This whole yeet movement. It's shit.
What is the yeet movement? What is it? Is that just yes?
I have no idea what it is. I mean, I'm going to assume yeet means yes. And that's why Jimmy says no yeet. I think it's just cringe.
Doesn't work for me. Cody Rhodes then tells Jay that you had my back, so I'm going to have your back because the Judgment Day are never alone. Jey Uso says he appreciates it, but he's got to do it on his own because he is the yeet master. And then Cody Rhodes like, all right, well, you don't need me, so the only thing I've got to say is until we yeet again. Yeet. And this was, not only was this fucking lame, but it was almost like, hold on here. Cody Rhodes offered his help to Jey Uso, and Jey Uso refused it, so Cody Rhodes pretty much needed all the help he could get to defeat the Bloodline, and Jey Uso's like, nah, I don't need any help to defeat the Judgment Day. Now, either this makes Cody Rhodes look pish, or it just makes the Judgment Day look like no fucking threat compared to the Bloodline. I guess you guys can make up your own mind here, but I mean, Cody Rhodes is supposed to be this honourable man that wants to do it by himself, yet Jey Uso is legitimately doing it by himself.
Yeah, and I think like people talk about, oh, Triple H is cooking, like he does these wee things in the background they don't even pick up on, but you don't pick up on until like 12 years later in a promo. What about this? So you've got this instance where this is just stupid because Jey Uso is essentially, you're right, buried Cody Rhodes for getting all the help at Mania. Then you've got on SmackDown Solo Sikoa pretending that wins and losses matter when he's gone the worst current streak out of anybody in the company. It's like, that's not good writing. That is ridiculous. I don't grasp it. And again, like, to me, Cody Rhodes came out here looking like a goofball.
See if Solo Sikoa was like this comedy heel, and he was like kind of just ripping the pish out himself unintentionally.
Wasn't one Christian or something?
Aye, then you could accept it, but he's been dead serious about these wins and losses matter.
If it matters, then he's got to go. Paul. Okay, buddy. Nia Jax talks about winning the belt. Will Nia Jax win the belt? No, I don't think she will. But then it's Jey Uso against Finn Balor. Jey Uso wins. The Judgment Day batter him. But then you've got, what do you call Damian Priest, that's his name, the world champ. I forgot his name there. He's like, oh, don't batter him. I want him to be on his own 2 feet. So there's a wee bit of trouble in the Judgment Day that Mammy's gone. They all need their Mammy, don't they, boy?
They all need their Mammy, boy.
Anyway, right, 7th match. We've got Sami Zayn against Chad Gable. What's this doing for you?
I mean, it was alright, but who gives a fuck? It's not a main event caliber match.
No, it's not.
Oh man, look at what we've got on Raw. Sami Zayn versus Chad Gable for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, and then the main feud is Jey Uso versus Damian Priest. The fact that these are the 2 main feuds on Raw.
No, that's the problem. Why is Cody Rhodes even on Raw?
I'm just looking at the four top guys in Raw in the two big title feuds, and it's like, holy fuck, I can't believe this is what we've got now.
Yeah.
And people say this is the most stacked roster ever. Well, it's stacked with shite. It must be stacked with shite because there's not a main eventer between these
See
people.
Sammy saying Chad Gable for this belt. It's the sort of thing where if it kicks off like the Mania pre-show or like the first match at Backlash, you'd be like, yeah, that was a decent match, wasn't it? But
It shouldn't be main
like, they are hyping this match up though, as if like, holy shit, what a moment that was. Like Sami Zayn wins, like Gable attacks him after the match. They are treating this beatdown like it is two megastars. Like, holy shit, what's Chad Gable done? Tune in next week. I do not give a fuck what happens next week.
They're just keeping the main event scene warm until CM Punk comes back for injury, I guess. But yeah, I mean, none of these people deserve to be in the main event.
Warm? Someone forgot to turn the heating on.
Damian Priest is not a world champion. JSO, I mean, I don't think she'd be challenging for the world title either.
I think Damian Priest could work as a world champion, but I think Dominic Mysterio is a much better world champion because he's a perfect chicken shit heel. Right? Because Damian Priest, you see when he retains these titles, it's going to be fair Judgment Day help, isn't it? So why not have the most chicken shittiest heel win that way?
Yeah.
Think how much heat Dominic Mysterio could get on him for holding that belt for like 9 months with cheating victories. With Damian Priest, he's a big guy, he should be able to beat Jey Uso. With Dominic Mysterio, it makes way more sense, but here, they don't know how to write anything, it's fucking garbage, and that's it.
True, but you can't have Dominic Mysterio as the champion because he's not... He would need to be like the leader of the Judgment Day. This would be like Midian winning the world belt for the...
You're saying that, but we'd said earlier, like Rhea Ripley and fucking Finn Balor have been treated more as the leader.
Aye, but Dominic hasn't. Dominic's treated as like the fucking... Just the goofball, like, you know? He's like the...
Yeah, but I mean, if Solo Sikoa can pretend that he's on the greatest win record of all time, then what? And Ivar can come out in jeans.
Dominic
why can't
Dominic Mysterio's like that guy from that No One Lives movie with Luke Perry, or Luke Cage, or Luke Evans.
What guy? The pathetic guy?
Aye. You know, the guy's got no claim to be the leader, that guy.
Aye, that guy.
Aye. So, you know...
What about that guy, Burger and Fries? What are you getting this?
The show or the main event?
The show?
1 out of 10.
Yep, I'm going to get a 1 out of 10 as well. See Cody Rhodes' segment? It's simply, here Cody, there's no one on this show. You've just beat the Roman Reigns and The Rock. So we'll just give you a wee slot on it. It's pathetic, man. That's the state of fucking wrestling these days. People lapped this Raw up, man, and pretended it was great. I'll give it a 1-2. That's it. Till then. Peace.